Imagine walking on a tightrope, high above the ground. Scary, isn't it? But what if we told you that you are doing something similar every day, not physically, mentally, and emotionally? Yes, we're talking about the intricate dance of achieving balance in life. It's not just a matter of physical stability, like a poised ballerina or a steady-handed surgeon. No, the balance we're discussing today extends far beyond that. It seeps into our emotional well-being, mental resilience, and even physiological health. It's a delicate equilibrium that helps us navigate the ups and downs, the triumphs and trials, the joys and sorrows of our daily existence. So, what's the science behind achieving this balance? How do our brains, bodies, and emotions interact to create harmony within us? Let's get started. Now, let's start with the physiological aspect of balance. Picture a professional athlete, a paragon of physical prowess. To maintain their peak performance, they must strike a balance in diet, exercise, rest, and hydration. It's a delicate dance, and the body is the lead partner. This dance is guided by a biological principle known as homeostasis. Homeostasis is your body's inherent ability to self-regulate, to maintain a stable internal environment despite external changes. Think of it as your body's personal thermostat, constantly making adjustments to keep everything in check. When athletes train, their body heats up. To counteract this, the body sweats, cooling down the system. But it's not just about temperature regulation. Homeostasis oversees everything from blood sugar levels to oxygen in your cells. It's clear that physiological balance is vital for athletes, but it's just as important for everyone else. When your physiological systems are in balance, you're less likely to get sick and more likely to feel energetic and vibrant. That's when we find ourselves in emotional turmoil, a place that's as chaotic as it is draining. Take the case of Sam, for instance. One minute, he was on top of the world, and the next, he was in a pit of despair. His emotions were like a pendulum, swinging wildly from one extreme to the other. He was always either ecstatic, and that inconsistency was taking a toll on his mental health and relationships. Then, Sam discovered the concept of emotional balance. He realized that he didn't need to suppress his feelings. Instead, learn how to manage them better. He started practicing mindfulness, a technique that allowed him to be present in the moment and acknowledge his feelings without being overwhelmed by them. He meditated daily, focusing on his breath and letting his thoughts come and go without judgment. He also sought therapy, a safe space where he could express his feelings and explore them without fear of judgment or criticism. Through this process, he learned to understand his emotions better and respond to them in healthier ways. He didn't become emotionless. Rather, he learned how to ride the emotional roller coaster with grace and resilience. Emotional balance is not about turning off our feelings. Emotional balance is about understanding our feelings, acknowledging them, and learning how to navigate through them. It's about recognizing that it's okay to feel happy, sad, angry, or scared. But it's also important to not let these emotions control us. Techniques like mindfulness, meditation, and therapy can help us achieve this balance and make the roller coaster ride of life a little less daunting and a lot more enjoyable. So, we've discussed the what and why of balance. Now, the question is, how can you achieve it? First off, time management is key. Prioritizing what's important and what's not. It's about ensuring you have time for work, rest, and play. Remember, even the busiest person has the same 24 hours in a day as you do. It's all about how you use them. Next, let's talk about self-care routines. These are not indulgences, they're necessities. Whether it's a relaxing bath, a morning run, or reading a book, find what rejuvenates you and make it a regular part of your routine. Self-care isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's about finding what works for you. Mental health practices are another crucial element. This could be anything from meditation to therapy, or simply taking a few moments each day to reflect on your feelings. Acknowledging your feelings is the first step toward achieving emotional balance. It's okay to not be okay. And of course, let's not forget about maintaining a balanced diet and exercise regime. The food you eat directly affects your physical and mental health. So fill your plate with a rainbow.